What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So my name's Dave and I make content around running, shoe reviews and my life. And I've got a hell of a lot of shoes that I haven't had the time to review, but now that I've finished the Noosa 245 series, I've made time. Today we are kicking it off with a massive contender in the super trainer game. I'm talking about, of course, the Hoka Skyward X. Ooh. This is Hoka's monster of a super trainer, boasting a soft but resilient PEBA foam stacked on top of a carbon plate, stacked on top of an EVA base to keep things nice and stable. As you can see, just by looking at it, there is a lot going on, and after running in this for the last 3 weeks, I've got a lot to say about this shoe. So let's get into my first impressions of the Hoka Skyward X. But firstly, as a disclaimer, I bought this with my own money, so this is entirely my own opinion. I also want to add that you should take what I say with a grain of salt. This is just my opinion. The best thing you can do for yourself when choosing shoes is go down to your local running shop and try a bunch on and find out what works best for you. This obviously is my personal opinion on how it's worked. For me, my foot is probably and definitely different to yours, so just keep that in mind when watching this review, guys. Okay, enough of the boring stuff. Let's get into it. Firstly, let's just breeze through some of the specs here. So firstly, it's got a flat knit upper. Like I said before, it's got a PEBA foam midsole. It's got a nice carbon plate in the middle there. You can see through the bottom of the shoe. And it's got a super critical EVA rocker frame. In my size 8.5, it comes in at 300 grams on the dot, and it's got a 50 millimeter stack height. I know what you're thinking, it's giving school shoe vibes with their choice of the primary colors, and I'm not gonna argue with you on that. The first time putting these on, I couldn't help but feel like a kid in the playground lacing up to go jump on the swing set or something. But after a couple of runs, the colorway kind of grew on me, and now I don't really mind it, but yeah, it's still not my favorite. I just feel like there's so many better colors they could have gone with this. Like, aesthetics for a shoe is a big thing for me. And yeah, I feel like I've really missed the mark with this one. But let's talk about the ride. My first couple of steps in these, I was really surprised with how stable they felt through the midfoot, and it really felt like my foot was locked in. I will comment that the toe box is actually quite narrow, which I was a little surprised about with Hoka. Usually they have a bit of room in the toe box. The best way I can describe this shoe is it feels like a plated gel Nimbus. So extremely cushioned, but it doesn't give you that dead feeling of getting nothing back. This one actually is springy and bouncy, and it's actually quite enjoyable to run in. Although it is a bit of a brick, I mean, look at it, but it really didn't feel that way once I started rolling. I think the bouncy feeling just kind of cancels out that 300 grams underfoot. So again, I was left really enjoying wearing this. So what have I been using it for, and what do I think it works best for? I've been using this for all my slower runs, my easier runs, my long runs, and recovery runs. I really think that it fits perfectly into that slower kilometer category. I didn't really get the urge to pick up the pace in these much at all, although it was pretty fun and pretty comfortable once I was getting rolling. So maybe like 430s. 445s, which is usually my long run pace. They felt really good at that pace, but I didn't really feel the urge to want to go any faster. So yeah, I wouldn't really use these for any of my speed sessions or tempo sessions or any long runs with marathon effort, but everything else I think this is really good for. Now, I'd be stupid if I didn't comment on the price point for this one. 370 Australian dollars. It's definitely the most expensive super trainer on the market. But is it worth the money? It is a good $50 more expensive than its competitors, and to be honest, I don't really see it being $50 better. Some other shoes that I'm really excited to try and waiting for them to drop is the Mizuno Neo Vista, the Superblast 2s, the SC Trainer 3, is it 3 by now? And the Cloud Monster Hyper. All of those shoes are much cheaper, and to be honest, on paper, they're gonna give you just as much. And they're all around that $320 price range. From what I've seen on YouTube, these do seem to be quite durable. I guess you could argue that the price point is necessary because of the amount of Ks that you're going to be able to get out of these and just how much you're going to be able to use them. But in my opinion, all of the other super trainers last pretty long too, and you're going to get decent mileage out of as well, except for the New Balance SC Trainer V2. Don't get me started on that. The durability on that is not it. But most of the other ones, they seem to be quite durable as well. So yeah, can you justify it? I don't know. But in the end, I'm unfortunately not going to be clocking any further kilometers in these just because my foot unfortunately didn't really work with the narrowness of the shoe, and it was causing me some foot pain. And I know that it is causing the pain because it started to go away when I haven't been wearing these, and when I put them on the other day, yeah, it wasn't looking good. So I'm sadly going to have to sell these and move on to another shoe. This is just another reason why going down to your local running shop is so crucial. I would definitely recommend giving the Skyward X a go though. It is a fun, bouncy, slightly too expensive shoe that's perfect for easy running, long running, and if you're like me with a 50mm stack height, you can enjoy being just that little bit taller. But that's going to conclude my first impressions and last impressions of the Skyward X from Hoka. If you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you give it a like and share with your running friends. Really helps me out, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.